New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together.
Good morning. Welcome to Morning Prayer with New Thought Media Network. I am Reverend Dr. Sharri Johnson, and I am a member of the New Thought Media Prayer Team. We are a group of ministers and practitioners from around the world who have made a commitment to be here twice a day, 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. for just one reason. And that reason is to pray with you, for you, and about you. So there are some things we want to make sure you know we know. For instance, there's no such thing as a silly prayer. There never has been, there never will be, there never could be anything that was too big or too small to pray about. And right on the heels of that comes, there's a really good chance. In fact, I'd call it a probability that you're going to have a prayer request that does not come at 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Not to worry, we got you covered. We have a special email address, prayer@ntmedia.org. It's available 24/7, 365. And the whole reason it exists is so that you, whenever that prayer request hits your head or your heart, you can shoot us an email and let it go because it's taken care of. And one of the reasons that we are able to do that and all of the other wonderful things that New Thought Media does is because of all of the people who find our website, ntmedia.org, locate that lovely little donate button and click on it. This gives us the power to expand our reach around the globe, to extend the teachings of New Thought across the globe. And we are so very grateful for your generosity, your financial generosity, of course, but also your love and your prayers. And we return that love at least 110%. So what we offer here at New Thought Media are called affirmative prayers. And what that means is that we do not beg God for anything. We don't try to change God's mind about how the universe works because we understand that there is only one reason for prayer, and that is to change the conscious awareness of the person doing the praying. So not only do we pray affirmatively, but we pray in the first person so that you can listen in the first person with the ears of your heart, so that you can take the words that come out of the speakers and into your heart. You can let them rise up in you as if they were rising up in your own consciousness. And then you become the prayer who receives the benefit of the prayer. So today we're going to start, as we always do, with a reading. This one is from Ernest Holmes' first daily reader. It was called 365 Signs of Mind, and this is the one from August 9th. And I picked it because I was having a rough day, and I love the affirmation. The affirmation is, I sense the divine presence within me. That'll fix just about anything. I sense the divine presence within me. The Spirit of God is an undivided and indivisible wholeness. It fills all time with its presence and peoples all space with the activity of its thought. Your endeavor then is not so much to find God as it is to realize the presence of the divine and to understand that this presence is always with you. Nothing can be nearer to you than that which is the very essence of your being. Your outward search for God culminates in the greatest of all possible discoveries, the finding of God at the center of your own being. Life flows up from within you. So you can say, I know that my search is over. I am consciously aware of the presence of the Spirit. I have discovered this great reality. I am awake to the realization of this presence. There is but one life. Today, I see it reflected in every form, back of every countenance, moving through every act. Knowing that the divine presence is in everyone I meet, the Spirit in all people, I salute the good in everything. I recognize the life of God responding to me from every person I meet, in every event that transpires, and in every circumstance of my experience. I feel the warmth and color of this divine presence forevermore pressing against me, forevermore welling up from within me. The wellspring of eternal being, present today, yesterday, tomorrow, and always. Isn't that a great way to fix your day? So let's take it into treatment. I'm going to invite you to just relax and let your chair support you. Let all of your attention be on feeling the life, the love, the presence that is embodied in these words. Let it become your prayer. If it's comfortable, close your eyes. And if it's not, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter a bit. So there is only one life. It is the universal and infinite life of God, and it flows equally through me and every person, every creature, every event I encounter. I cannot be separated from it, nor can anyone or anything else. We are each one of us expressions of the life, the love, the wisdom that is God. We are inextricably connected and part of a universal whole. Therefore, I see the face of God in every face I meet, familiar or new, in the mirror, at the grocery, at work, at play, on the television. The love of God shines through every single pair of eyes, and the grace of God lights every heart. And I recognize it in every encounter. The automatic greeting of my soul to every other soul is namaste. The divine in me recognizes and honors the divine in you. And my heart feels the truth of this greeting and the permanence of the connections between us. I know each expression is accompanied by skills, by talents, by gifts, by a personality. And I value each one for the treasure that it is. I recognize the glory of God's magnificence, even in the midst of uncomfortable circumstances, and I trust that the gift I know is there becomes clear as I focus on the divinity of the people, the places, and the events on my path. I am so very grateful for the inspiration of divine mind, because it pulls me out of any sense of separation or diminishment and brings me fully into the peace of oneness realized. I am so grateful for the knowledge of this truth and for the truth itself. And I release this word to the law, knowing it must inevitably be fulfilled. It is fulfilled. So it is, so it shall be. So I let it be, and so I celebrate. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope that this has been the best possible way to start your day, and that you will come back again and again and again, because New Thought Media Network is way more than just a morning and evening prayer kind of place. We have almost 40 hours of programming every single week, and some of it's even in Spanish. We have programs that are classes and lectures and interviews and conversations. We have, and now the good news, which you will never find on ABC, NBC, CBS, or Fox. We have something for everyone. And let me show you this. On Sundays, we have 6 different centers that live stream their services to New Thought Media. And because of the timing, we have 3 or 4 more that record their services and then broadcast them later, because somebody else was live streaming when they were broadcasting. When they were recording. So you can stay home in your jammies all day long and do God stuff without ever missing a blink. And if by chance there's something that would feed your soul, that would enhance your spiritual life, that is not on our schedule, all you have to do is send us an email to info@ntmedia.org. Just like prayer, it's available 24/7, 365. And its whole purpose is to give you the ability to communicate with us the blessings and the ideas that have come to you. Do not concern yourself that 6 other people might have already told us that message, because I guarantee you we would rather 7 people send us the same idea than have nobody send us that idea and we don't get it. Send us your ideas whenever you have them. And if you're not busy at lunchtime on Tuesdays, I have a program. It's called Global Focus Today. Ta-da, there it is. It's an interview program where I interview focus ministers from across the globe. And across the New Thought movement, which is what I meant to say. But they are also in many countries. And focus ministers, as you might surmise, are ministers who do not have a brick and mortar church or congregation. Instead, we have, I'm a focus minister. We have a special focus for our ministry. For me, it's education. But for some, it's working with the homeless. For some, it's working with animals. I have one minister who visits my show periodically, whose ministry consists exclusively of doing weddings and memorials. I have several who are musicians, and their music is such that you have to hold on to your chair so you don't float away while you're listening. And when they stop singing, you go, I never thought of it quite like that. I have a couple who are comedians. Comedy is their ministry, and they make me laugh until I'm clutching my sides with no noise coming out and tears running down my face. And when they stop talking, I go, I never thought of it quite like that. The reason is that there are as many different kinds of spiritual path as there are people on the planet, because spirituality, like everything else in the universe, is always expanding, always evolving. And so we have to have different kinds of ministries to be able to support all of those people on their path. And I am determined to get every one of them on my show sooner or later, because one of the wonderful things about my show for me is that I have never failed to learn something from one of my guests. Every single one of them teaches me something I didn't already know, which means that at noon on Tuesdays, I am guaranteed not to have a wasted day. That is to say, a day when I didn't learn anything. And you might learn something too, so please come visit. I'm sure you'll be entertained, and like I said, you might learn something that's fun. And if you need just a little more boost to your morning, right after this broadcast is the very best way to start every day. And that's the Morning Sip with Reverend Melissa. She is just too much. She's funny, she's witty, she's brilliantly spiritual. I guarantee you'll never regret the Morning Sip. So have a great day. Have a great weekend. I hope I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye for now.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network, come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings.